Last summer, I moved to London and decided to go to a QPR match at Loftus Road. I was on my own and felt a bit exposed, so I figured I'd try and acquaint myself with a few of the home support. I saw a small group of Stone Island lads huddled around an equal number of pints of Carlsberg, discussing a meme I'd previously seen 2 weeks ago. Racking my brain for something we'd have in common, I struck upon Adel Taarabt, the ultimate streets won't forget player. I joined their circle and said hi. They said that I was a freak and that I needed my hard drive checking. I said okay, but that Adel Taarabt, he was a good player for you lot, wasn't he? I used to enjoy watching him. They looked at me in disgust. Who? You ginger virgin? I was taken aback. Adel Taarabt, attacking midfielder, would have been like Warnock or Redknapp era, I added hopefully. Their disgust only increased, and one of them began recording me on his phone with the aim of shaming me on a football away days style Twitter account. I bet he bothers children, one couldn't help but chime in with, as they finished their drinks and, to their credit, placed their plastic cups in the bin provided before leaving for their seats. It hadn't gone exactly how I'd hoped, but luckily, kick-off was imminent. Finding my own aisle seat in the South Africa road stand, I was delighted to see that I'd be sat next to an old girl who looked very much like she'd been a season ticket holder since the 1960s. I was sure that she would be a lot more affable and might even take me under her wing. I just needed something to break the ice with, so to speak. I tell you what, those young ones don't know they're born, do they? I spoke to a few of them just then, didn't have the slightest clue who Adel Taarabt was, I said with a slight laugh. I'm sorry dear, you'll have to speak up, she muttered back to me. I was just saying about Adel Taarabt, I explained. She took some of the game in and absent-mindedly replied, Oh, is that a friend of yours? A wave of anger crashed over me. No, I'm not doing this again. Adel Taarabt played for QPR for like 5 years. He was fantastic. She turned to me. A smile formed on her face, like she was recalling a nostalgic memory. Sounds like a foreigner to me, she glared and began tucking into a cereal bar that she'd brought from home in contradiction of the clearly labelled regulations. Re-entering the concourse, I saw a young girl, alone and in tears. I approached her and she pleaded with me. Please, have you seen my daddy? She sobbed. I will find your daddy, but first I need you to do something for me. I need you to remember Adel Taarabt, I bargained. The tears stopped for a moment, but only as she was left so confused by my words. The wailing then resumed. Come on, Adel Taarabt, this is simple stuff. Look! I berated, raising my voice as I desperately tried to access his Wikipedia page. Nothing would load. Well, I would show you if you could actually get any sort of reception in this decrepit hole of a stadium, I shouted, inches from her face. It was then 2 of the Stone Island lads emerged, on their way for further pints. One turned to the other. You see? I told you.